Hey guys, at this point it's already old news that the great Robin Williams has left us. It's funny how old news only becomes old news in a day, but that's the reality of the modern world. Anyway, I just wanted to chime in with my whole point of view on the situation. More specifically, I just wanted to talk about what led Robin to making the choice that he made. Let me say that obviously I didn't know Robin Williams, and there's going to be probably people, if they ever see this video, who would disagree with me, but nonetheless, here I go. First of all, let me tell you that I consider myself an artist. I grew up making videos, playing music, acting, writing, the whole 9 yards. I, for the most part, enjoy being an artist. However, there is a dark side to being an artist as well. When you make art, what you're doing is reflecting your point of view on society and the world and your inner self onto a physical medium. And with that in mind, there's plenty of good and positivity in the world to reflect on, but there also are very negative elements, unfortunately. And what a lot of artists do is focus on those negative elements and dwell on those things, exclusively on those negative emotions and inspirations, and they hold up a mirror to the stuff of nightmares and the problems with society, and that's where their talent and their inspiration comes from. I believe that's what Robin Williams did. So what's the problem with that, you might ask? Well, the problem with that is that unfortunately it's very hard to turn your brain off. A good artist is always thinking about the subject that they're reflecting on at that particular time, and such is true for acting. If you look back on the roles that Robin did in his career, there's a ton of darkness in there. His characters were full of sorrow and depression, and there were stories of anxiety and loss, and there were just a lot of negative emotions in there, and that's what he used to generate his characters. So now, like I said, it's very close to impossible to turn off your brain, especially for an actor, after they walk off the set. That stuff sticks with them. It's very likely that his emotions and his motivations for his character stuck with him in his day-to-day life and began eating away at him from the inside. Motivation is the driving force of a character's development, and it's likely that he took it into the real world with him and began seeing things in a very negative light. So in order to convey a negative emotion for a negative character, negative motivation is required. In Robin Williams' case, I think there was simply too much negative motivation for his own good. The motivation became real to him. It became what he saw in real life, and it pushed him over the edge. It happened with him. It happened with Heath Ledger, I believe. It happens with all different kinds of artists all the time. And granted, the end results in these artists' work, in all of Robin Williams' roles, it's impressive, but at what cost to him? So what can we do as people, and more importantly, as artists? Well, we certainly can't ignore the bad parts of the world and society, because problems are what push us forward as a society, and, art's a good way to recognize those problems. However, for the mental sanity and safety of each individual artist, there should be a balance and a harmony of the good and the bad. If you are an artist, I have a challenge for you. You don't even have to be an artist. You could just be a person who wants a better outlook on life. So try this. Stop for a moment several times every day and just look around you. Thank the universe or God, whatever you believe in. Say thanks for everything that you have. And I mean everything. The clothes on your back, the ability to breathe and see and taste and hear, everything. The pillow under your head, just say thanks for everything. And I promise you, if you do that several times a day with time, you are going to see an improvement in your thought process, on your outlook on life, your happiness, and most importantly, if you're an artist, it's going to change your artistic motivation and your creative choices. I promise you that. So hopefully, with doing that, you'll begin to focus on the good parts of life, and consequently, you'll make good, positive art. We do have a responsibility as artists to put a mirror to society and recognize the bad problems. We do. We have that responsibility. But we have just as much of a responsibility to remind the world that everything can be okay. And it can. So thank you for watching this video. And thank you for being you.